Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is the first update of March 17th for the St. Patrick's Day tornado outbreak occurring over the southern United States. There's a high risk today for Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. A significant tornado outbreak is possible. That continues into a moderate risk of severe weather tomorrow for the southern Atlantic coast. Moving right along, the current conditions show a line of storms located from Houston, Texas, northward to Memphis, Tennessee. Currently, it's not very severe, if at all. It's really not anything too wild as we're waiting for the nighttime convection to die down. It's starting to pick back up as daytime heating occurs ahead of the storm. We can already see some cells beginning to form over Mississippi and Alabama, and those could become supercells quickly. Let's talk about those cells first. Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama could be seeing widespread isolated supercells. And what I mean by that is in many places, there are going to be very isolated points that get cells, and those cells will become supercells, and those supercells will produce tornadoes. Some of them will be intense tornadoes, perhaps EF3 or higher, and they also will produce large hail, in many cases greater than 2 inches. Now, behind those storms, as we see the line already forming from Houston and Memphis, there is going to be a squall line. Severe wind will be a threat. However, embedded within that line will be many supercells, and those supercells will also be producing tornadoes and perhaps some large hail as well. As a result, as we move on later into the day, as say the line reaches the central Arkansas, those supercells out in front will begin producing, again, tornado outbreak, large hail, severe wind with throws. And then behind those embedded supercells along the line has a squall line with severe wind, tornado outbreak likely, 30% chance plus significant chance of tornadoes today. So that is a very big concern in this area. The last time a high risk was issued by the Storm Prediction Center was May 20th, 2019, on my birthday. I was really hyped up. It ended up busting out over Oklahoma. Nothing too outbreaky really occurred there. But this setup is something else. You see down at the bottom there, those are potential where the updraft tracks are going to be. You see Mississippi and Alabama covered, as well as parts of southwestern Tennessee, Arkansas as well. And definitely a good chance of tornadic activity as well as large hail and severe winds. As we move into tomorrow, that line of storms makes its way towards the coast and moves generally from Georgia into South and North Carolina off the coast throughout the day. We're also looking at the Ohio Valley, where we could see a tornado or two, also some severe wind and large hail possible there, but that won't be much of anything compared to, again, the 15% chance plus significant chance of tornadoes along the U.S. coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Numerous tornadoes again possible there. Widespread severe wind, and also large hail for that matter, in places that will be greater than 2 inches. And that setup is going to be very similar to what we see later today with that line of severe storms behind the isolated supercells, those embedded supercells with severe wind, and as a result, 45% chance of severe wind from the Storm Prediction Center tomorrow on the U.S. coast. Regardless, settle in. It's going to be a long day and potentially a long night as well for Mississippi, Alabama, and several other states in the region before it moves over to the coast tomorrow. This could be a very big situation here. Again, tornado outbreaks, never a good thing. High-risk days from the Storm Prediction Center, also never a good thing. And it goes from a marvel of weather beauty to something of concern for human life. And really, even at any stage in any severe event, it's like that, but even more so when we do have a high risk of severe weather. That's all for now. Chris Dixon, InfoWeather, Catholic Media.